right, we're about to get our Striders staged up. Get ready for Strider racing. Nick's going to head down there, get all them staged up. We will get going here in just 1 minute. All right, Strider's getting staged up right now, getting ready to hit the track. 4-year-old balance bikes, Gregory Enlow Pulley. Off and running, round number 1. Strider's hitting the track. Gregory's going to grab that 1 as he crosses the BJR construction finish line. Looks like Goldie Enlow's going to grab that 2. Pulley's on that 3 spot. 1 and 2-year-old balance bikes getting lined back up. Neihart, Romanek. Off and running. Looks like the 97 bike's on that top spot. Popping a little wheelie, showing a little style. Romanek going to come across, grab that 1. Looks like Neihart's going to come across, grab that 2 spot. That's round number 1. We're going to get going with round number 2 once the Striders make their way back. Round number 2 staging up right now. 4-year-old bounce bikes, Gregory, Enlow, and Pulley. Off and running, Goldie and Natalie side by side, waiting for each other. Oliver off on that top spot, making his way from the Midco turn back towards the BJR construction finish line. We're going to go with Gregory on your 1, followed by Goldie on your 2, Natalie on that 3 spot. 1 and 2-year-old balance bikes off and running, Neihart, Romanek. Looks like Romanek's on that top spot. Oh, we lost 1. That's Mr. Neihart. He's back up. Going to finish that race off. Making his way up that big double back towards the BJR construction finish line. He's going to cross and grab that 2 spot. That'll do it for round number 2 of Striders. We'll get all of our other riders start heading back to staging. Riders start heading back to staging. We're going to get going here. Again, riders start heading back to staging. Round number 3 of Striders about to hit the track right now. Gregory, Enlow, and Pulley getting lined up, ready to go. If you haven't gotten pre-registered for the Red River Nationals, make sure you do that. Buy one, get one still out there. Pre-register, and then go visit them at the trailer. If you've never raced a national before, you have that available to you. Off and running, 4-year-old balance bikes on the track right now. Gregory, Enlow, and Pulley. Looks like Gregory's on that top spot. He's going to grab your 1. Pulley's going to come across, grab your 2 maybe. They're both looking back for somebody. Goldie's going to grab that 3. That's how they'll finish in your 4-year-old balance bikes. 1- and 2-year-old balance bikes hitting the track for the last time. Nyhart, Romanek. Coming back, that's going to be Romanek, followed by Nyhart. 1-2 is how they cross that finish line. They're going to swing over to registration, grab their prizes. Nick's going to come back, get everybody staged up. We do run the lane transfer system, so 8 or less riders all will make the main. They'll get to pick their main event gates. Again, we're going to get riders all staged up. We'll get our track officials out in the corners. right, 17, 20-year-old women cruisers about to hit the track right now. Farley, McGrew, Farley. Gate drops. Making our way into turn number 1. Looks like Mama Farley out on that top spot. Little Farley on the 2. McGrew's on that 3 spot. Seventeen, 20-year-old cruisers loading into the gate. Haig, Miller, and Carnahan. Making their way back towards the line. Race is on. We're going to go Farley on your top 2. Grew on that 3 spot. 17, 20-year-old cruisers on the track right now. 5 and under novices, or 17, 20-year-old cruisers, Haig, Miller, and Carnahan. Miller on the top spot. Haig, Carnahan, 1, 2, 3 is how we run through the rhythm section. McGrew's going to come across that finish line. 5 and under novices loading into the gate. Nyhart, Clapp, Vasura, Hebert, Poodle, and Gregory. Race is on, making their way back towards the BJR Construction finish line. We're going to go to the 9 bike. Miller on your top spot. Haig on your 2. Carnahan on that 3. Gate drops. 5-year-old novices on the track right now. Nyhart, Clapp, Vasura, Hebert, Poodle, and Gregory. Bunch of riders making their way into turn number 1. One rider out on that top spot right now. I believe that's Nyhart on your top spot. Vasura on your 2. Riley Walsh, you're needed in staging. Riley Walsh, you are needed in staging. Bunch of riders making their way towards that Midcoat turn, back towards the BJR Construction finish line. Looks like Vasura took over that top spot. Nyhart, Poodle, Gregory. Bunch of riders out there making their way back towards that finish line. We're going to go Vasura on your first transfer, followed by Nyhart on your second transfer on the 153. Seven-year-old novices getting loaded into the gate. Nyhart, Walsh, Stadstedt, and Staus. Gregory coming back towards that finish line. Gate drops. 7-year-old novices on the track right now, making their way towards turn number 1. Nyhart, Walsh, Stadstedt, and Staus. We lost 2 riders. We're going to get them checked on. Make sure they're okay. Looks like 2 riders still on the track. We got our track volunteers out to help them to make sure they're okay. Looks like both of them standing back up. Stadstedt on your top spot. We're going to take 1 rider out of our 7-year-old novice class, move them on to our main event. Stadstedt still on that top spot. Believe Nyhart's on your 2. Making their way back towards the BJR Construction finish line. We're going to go Stadsted on your top spot. He's going to move on to the main event. I believe Walsh is going to walk it off. Maybe come back for round number 2. We'll make some noise for Riley. She's going to walk this one off. Hopefully be back for round number 2. All right. 8-year-old novices in the gate right now. Olson, Fish, McGrew, and Dugan. Gate drops. 8-year-old novices on the track right now. Oh, we lost one rider. The lead rider goes down. That's the 417 of Olson. He's jumping back up. I think McGrew's going to take over that top spot. One rider moving on to the main event. I believe that's Dugan actually on your top spot. Making her way through the mid-coat turn back towards the BJR Construction finish line. We're going to go Dugan, top spot. She'll move on to the main event. A couple more riders coming back across that finish line. Eleven-year-old novices on the track right now. McGrew, Stadsted, and Subi. Looks like Subi's out on that top spot. McGrew on your 2, Stadsted on your 3 spot, making their way towards that Gowan Construction turn number 2. Out of the mid-coat turn back towards the BJR Construction finish line. Looks like Subi still in the top spot. McGrew on that 2. Stadsted on your 3. That's how they'll cross the finish line. 12-year-old novices on the track right now. Peterson, Severson, and Dugan. Looks like Severson's out on that top spot. Peterson on your 2, Dugan's on your 3. Nine-year-old intermediates in the gate. Farmer, LeBlanc, Carnahan, and Schmidt. Out of the mid-coat turn back towards the BJR Construction finish line. Looks like it's all Severson, Peterson, Dugan. 1, 2, 3 is how they're going to cross that line. 9-year-old intermediates on the track. Farmer, LeBlanc, Carnahan, Schmidt. Schmidt out on the top spot. Looks like LeBlanc's under 2, Carnahan and Farmer 3, 4 battling it out through the rhythm section. Eleven-year-old intermediates in the gate. Garcia, Halverson, and Haig. Side-by-side battle. Coming back towards the line. Schmidt and LeBlanc battling side-by-side. Race is on. We're going to go with LeBlanc on your top spot. LeBlanc will get your transfer out of your 9-year-old intermediate class. 11-year-old intermediates on the track right now, making their way towards the Gowan construction turn. Garcia, Halverson, and Haig. Looks like Haig and Garcia side by side through the Gowan construction turn. Halverson on that 3 spot. 15-16 girls expert in the gate. Anderson, Wolf, and Anderson. Race is still on for that top spot in your 11-year-old intermediates. Haig, Garcia side by side, making their way towards the finish line. Couple new riders trying it out. We're going to go Garcia followed by Haig. Maddie and Audrey trying it out for the first time tonight, getting on the track. Great to see. Audrey out on that top spot. Maddie and Audrey Anderson make up that 2-3 spot. Oh, looks like we lost one rider. Back on. Going to continue going. Looks like the 130 bike's going to complete that lap. That's Maddie Anderson. Looks like Audrey's going to walk this one off. 11-year-old experts in the gate. Schmidt, Kinsler, and Burke. Gate drops. Kinsler, Burke, Schmidt, 1, 2, 3 is how they run into turn number 1. Burke out on your top spot right now through the short chute. Kinsler under 2. Schmidt's on that 3. 15-year-old experts loading into the gate. Fincher, Alba, Stauffer, and Braun. Oh, we lost our lead rider there. Graham went down in turn number 3. We'll get him checked on. Looks like Graham's standing back up behind turn 3. Nobody else can see him. We could see him on the live stream, but he's back up. I think he's just going to walk this one off for a second. Graham's back up, gonna finish the lap off. We'll make some noise for Graham as he comes back by. Graham, if there's a positive, I might have gotten it on the live stream up here. Graham's gonna cross the BJR construction finish line. Finish that lap off. All right. 15-year-old experts in the gate right now. Fincher, Alba, Stauffer, and Braun. Fifteen-year-old experts making their way through turn number 1. Stauffer on the top spot. Alba, Fincher battling side by side, making their way through the Gowan construction turn number 2. Braun on that 4 spot, racing a couple years up. 17, 20-year-old experts in the gate right now. Conley, Shizano, Burke, and Miller. Out of the Midco turn back towards the BJR construction finish line. Stauffer on your top spot. He'll give your transfer out of your 15-year-old expert class. 17, 20-year-old experts on the track right now. Conley, Shizano, Burke, and Miller. Shizano out on the top spot. Burke, Miller, Conley. All having a little pace lap there. All 2x2 through the rhythm section. 26, 35-year-old experts hitting the track. Kinsler, LeBlanc, Schmidt, McGrew. Making their way back towards the line. We're going to take one transfer. Looks like Conley's going to grab your one. Burke, Shazano, Miller. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how they cross that BJR Construction finish line. 26, 35-year-old experts on the track right now. Kinsler, LeBlanc, Schmidt, and McGrew. I believe that's Kinsler on your top spot. LeBlanc, Schmidt, McGrew. 1 through 4 is how they run. Making their way back towards the BJR Construction finish line. Looks like the Nag 1's going to grab your 1. LeBlanc, your 2. Schmidt, McGrew, 3 and 4 is how they'll cross that line. That'll do it for round number 1. We're going to take a quick break. Make sure you swing over to concessions, grab something to eat or drink. If you haven't picked up your parking passes or practice passes for tomorrow, make sure you do that. Skip the line. We'll be back with round number 2 here shortly. All right, riders, 2-minute warning. Riders, 2-minute warning. Grab your stuff. Start heading back to staging. Riders, start heading back to staging. We're going to get going with round number 2. Riders, start heading back to staging. Round number 2 is coming up shortly. All right, round 2 getting staged up right now. All right, round 2 ready to kick off right now. 17, 20-year-old women cruiser, Farley McGrew. Farley on your top spot. Farley on your second spot. McGrew on that 3. Seventeen, 20-year-old cruiser in the gate. Haig, Miller, Carnahan. Farley going to cross, grab that 1. Out of the Midco turn, back towards the BJR construction finish line. Farley, McGrew side by side. Farley going to get your 2. McGrew is going to grab that 3. Great race, those riders. 17, 20-year-old cruisers through the Gowan construction turn. We got Miller on the top spot. Haig, Carnahan, 1, 2, 3 is how they run towards that rhythm section. 5 and under novice riders in the gate. Gregory, Nyhart, Poodle, Clap. Out of the Midco turn, back towards the BJR construction finish line. Looks like we're going to go Miller, followed by Haig, Carnahan, 1, 2, 3. 5 and under novice riders on the track right now. Four riders making their way through the short chute. Looks like Poodle's on that top spot. 104 bike is on that 2. That's Clap. Gregory on the 4. Hebert on that 3 spot. Seven-year-old novices in the gate right now. Staus, Walsh, and Nyhart. Coming back towards the BJR construction finish line. Looks like it's going to be the 414 bike. Poodle going to grab your 1. Little shimmy and shake as he crosses that finish line. Looks like the 104 Clap's going to grab that 2. Followed by the 965 and the 38. We're going to go with Hebert and Gregory. 3-4 is how they cross. 7-year-old novices on the track right now. 3 riders, all 3 riders moving on to the main event. I believe that's Walsh on your top spot. Nyhart, Staus, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 is how they run. 8-year-old novices in the gate. 420 bike of Fish. 48 of McGrew. Olson. Out of the Midco turn, back towards the BJR construction finish line. Looks like Olson's going to grab your top spot. Excuse me, Walsh going to grab your top spot. 23 of Nyhart's going to come back across that line. Staus also going to come back across the line. 8-year-old novice is on the track. Olson, Fish, McGrew. 3 riders on the track right now. McGrew on that 3 spot. Olson and Fish making their way towards the Midco turn. 11-year-old novices in the gate. McGrew, Stadstead, and Subi. Back towards the BJR construction finish line. Looks like the 417 bike of Olson's going to grab your 1, followed by the 420. Fish on your 2, McGrew on your 3. 11-year-old novices on the track right now. Subi out on that top spot. McGrew on your 2, Peterson on your 3. 12-year-old novices making their way through that rhythm section. 9-year-old intermediates on the gate right now. Farmer, Carnahan, and Schmidt. Out of the mid-code turn, back towards the BJR construction finish line. It's all Subi on your top spot right now. Battles on for that 2. Looks like McGrew's going to grab your 2, followed by Peterson on your 3. We're going to Subi, McGrew, Peterson, 1, 2, 3. Through turn number 1. Twelve-year-old novices on the track right now. Peterson, Severson, and Dugan. Peterson, Severson duking it out for the top spot. Severson's out of the mid-coat turn. Peterson, Dugan, 2-3. Race is on for those riders. We're going to go with Peterson, followed by, or Severson, followed by Peterson and Dugan. 1, 2, 3 is how they cross. 9-year-old intermediates on the track right now. Schmidt, Farmer, Carnahan. Schmidt out on that top spot. Farmer on your 2, Carnahan on that 3. 11-year-old intermediates in the gate. Garcia, Halverson, and Haig. Out of the mid-coat turn, back towards the BJR construction finish line. Still Schmidt and Farmer. 1, 2. Carnahan on that 3. We'll go Schmidt, Farmer, Carnahan, 1, 2, 3. 11-year-old intermediates on the track. Garcia, Halverson, and Haig. Looks like Haig's on the top spot. Garcia, Halverson, 2, 3 as they make their way through the Gowan construction turn. 15, 16 girls expert in the gate. Anderson and Wolf. Out of the mid-coat turn, back towards the BJR construction finish line. Race is on. We're going to go Haig, followed by Garcia and Halverson. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15, 16 girls expert on the track right now. Anderson and Wolf. We lost one Anderson. I hope she'd be back for round 2, but she's going to sit round 2 out. Wolf out on your top spot. 11-year-old experts in the gate. Schmidt, Kinsler, and Burke. Out of the mid-coat turn, Wolf gonna grab your 1. Don't you hate when that double jumps out at you, Audrey? Gate drops. 11-year-old experts on the track. Schmidt, Kinsler, and Burke. Burke out on the top spot. Kinsler on your 2. Schmidt on your 3 spot. Making their way towards the Gowan construction turn. Burke on your top spot. Up after a crash in round number 1. Kinsler on your 2. Schmidt's on your 3. 15-year-old experts in the gate. Alba, Fincher, Braun. Burke gonna grab that top spot. Looks like Kinsler, Schmidt, 1, 2, 3. Fincher, Alba side by side, making their way to turn number 2. Alba on their top spot. Fincher, Braun, 1, 2, 3 is how they run. 17, 20-year-old experts in the gate. Burke, Shazano, and Miller. Out of the mid-coat turn, back towards the BJR construction finish line. Looks like we're going to go Alba, followed by Fincher and Braun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gate drop, 17, 20-year-old experts on the track right now. Shizano, Burke, Miller. Shizano on your top spot. Burke, Miller, 2-3 is how they run through the Gowan Construction turn. Dad class on deck, 26, 35-year-old experts, LeBlanc, Schmidt, McGrew. Burke, Shizano, Miller, 1, 2, 3 is how they'll cross. Dad class on the track right now. McGrew, Schmidt, LeBlanc. Schmidt out on your top spot. McGrew, LeBlanc, 2 and 3 is how they run. Out of the mid-coat turn, back towards the BJR Construction finish line. We're going to go Schmidt on your top spot, McGrew and LeBlanc side by side for that 2 and 3 spot. Dad class finishing it up. We're going to go McGrew on your 2, LeBlanc on your 3. That'll do it for round 2. Track will be open for experts only. Again, experts only on the track right now. We will take a quick break. Make sure you swing over to concessions, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. If you haven't gotten your parking passes for the weekend or your practice passes, make sure you do that. And we'll be back here shortly with round number 3. All right, riders, 2-minute warning. We're going to get going with our main events. 2-minute warning, riders. All right, main event staging up right now. Main events, we're going to stage you up right now. All right, I think we're ready to go. Main event time. All right. Cruiser's about ready to hit the track. Main event time. 17, 20-year-old women cruiser, Farley, McGrew, and Farley. Gate drops. 17, 20-year-old women cruisers on the track. Farley, McGrew, and Farley. 17, 20-year-old male cruisers in the gate. Haig, Miller, and Carnahan. Looks like little Farley's out on top of this one. Farley in 2. McGrew in that 3 spot. On a mid-coat turn back towards the BJR Construction finish line. We're going to go Farley on the top spot. Kim Farley and McGrew side by side for the 2 and 3. Tight race down to the line. Looks like McGrew on your 2, Farley on your 3. 17, 20-year-old cruisers on the track right now. Haig, Miller, and Carnahan. Miller on the top spot. Haig on your 2. Carnahan on that 3 spot. 5 and under novices getting loaded into the gate. Nyhart, Clapp, Basura, Hebert, Poodle, and Gregory. Miller on your top spot, going to take the 1, heading back to that BJR Construction finish line. Haig on your 2. Carnahan on that 3 spot. 5 and under novices on the track right now. Nyhart, Clapp, Vasura, Hebert, Poodle, and Gregory. Vasura leading through turn number 1 right now. All those 5 and under novice riders looking for the podium, looking for a trophy. Gregory going to take the low line. Basura on your top spot. Looks like Nyhart's on that 2. 114 on that 3 spot. Race is on, making their way through the rhythm section. 7-year-old novices in the gate. Nyhart, Walsh, Stasted, and Staus. Out of the mid-coat turn back towards the BJR Construction finish line. Race is on for the top 3 spots right now. Looks like Vasura's going to grab your 1. Poodle's going to grab your 2. Looks like the 104 bike going to grab that 3 spot of Clapp. Then we'll go Nyhart, followed by Gregory. Hebert. 7-year-old novices on the track right now. 4 riders, Nyhart, Walsh, Stadsted, and Staus. I believe that's Stadsted on your top spot, followed by the .240 bike. Stadsted on that top spot. 1 rider making a move. I believe that's Riley Walsh going after that lead spot. New rider. Stadsted got the inside lane. They're going to race back towards that mid-coat turn. 8-year-old novices in the gate. Olson, Fish, McGrew, and Dugan. Out of the mid-coat turn back towards that BJR Construction finish line. Still Stadsted on your top spot. Stadsted trying to get the win tonight. Looks like Jet is going to grab that one, followed by the 125 bike. Walsh going to grab your 2. Nyhart your 3. Staus will grab your 4. 8-year-old novices on the track right now. 4 riders battling for the podium. Looks like the 417 bike of Olson's on your top spot. Dugan's on that 2. Fish on your 3. McGrew on the 4. McGrew doing double duty, racing cruiser and class tonight. 11-year-old novices in the gate. McGrew, Stadsted, and Subi. Out of the Midco turn, making their way back towards that BJR Construction finish line. Gate drops. 417 bike followed by the 421 and the 420. I'm going to go Olson, Dugan, and Fish. 1, 2, 3. 11-year-old novices on the track right now. McGrew, Stadsted, and Subi. Subi out on that top spot. McGrew's going to take over the 2 from Stadsted. Making their way through the Gowan Construction turn right now. 12-year-old novices in the gate. Peterson, Severson, and Dugan. Out of the Midco turn, back towards the BJR Construction finish line. Looks like Subi's going to get your top spot. 2 spots going to go to McGrew, followed by Stadsted. 1, 2, 3 is how they cross and finish. 12-year-old novices on the track right now. Severson, Peterson, and Dugan. Severson on your top spot. Peterson on your 2. Dugan's on that 3, making their way through the Gowan Construction turn. 9-year-old intermediates on the track. In the gate, Farmer, LeBlanc, Carnahan, and Schmidt. Coming back to the line, looks like Severson, Peterson, Dugan, 1, 2, 3 is how they're going to cross. One rider going to take the low line, make it stick. Schmidt on the low line, LeBlanc, Carnahan, Farmer, 1, 2, 3, 4 is how they run into the Gowan Construction turn. 11-year-old intermediates in the gate, Garcia, Halverson, and Haig. Battle is still on. 2, 3, 4. Schmidt's on your top spot. LeBlanc battling back. Carnahan back to the 3. LeBlanc's going to go after the lead. Out of the Midco turn, race is on. Side-by-side race back to the finish line. Looks like LeBlanc's going to grab your 1, followed by Schmidt, Carnahan, Farmer. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how they cross. 11-year-old intermediates on the track right now. Garcia, Haig, Halverson. 1, 2, 3, Garcia and Haig side-by-side through the Gowan Construction turn number 1. Out of the Midco turn, back towards that BJR Construction finish line. We're still side-by-side. Haig, Garcia. Haig's going to grab your 1, followed by Garcia and Halverson, 2 and 3. 15-16 girls expert on the track. Wolf, lone rider, making the call through the Gowan Construction turn. Eleven-year-old experts in the gate. Schmidt, Kinsler, and Burke. Comes Wolf towards the BJR Construction finish line. 11-year-old experts on the track right now. Burke, Kinsler, Schmidt. Burke out on the top spot, making his way through or to the Gowan Construction turn. Kinsler on your 2, Schmidt on your 3. Out of the mid-coat turn, looks like it's still Burke, followed by Kinsler and Schmidt. 1, 2, 3 is how they're running back towards the BJR Construction finish line. 15-year-old experts on the track right now. Fincher, Alba, Stauffer, and Braun, 3 riders. Stauffer, Alba going to take over that top spot. Stauffer back to the 2, Fincher on that 3, Braun on that 4 spot. Out of the mid-coat turn, back towards the BJR Construction finish line. We're going to go Alba, followed by Stauffer, Fincher, Braun. Looks like we lost Braun. That last one. We'll get him checked on, make sure he's all right. Shazano, Burke, Miller, Conley. Come back to the line. Shazano, Burke, Miller, I believe. Last moto of the night. 26, 35-year-old experts. Kinsler, LeBlanc, Schmidt, and McGrew. Out of the first turn towards the Gowan Construction turn. I believe that's Kinsler, LeBlanc, Schmidt, 1, 2, 3. McGrew on that 4 spot. Out of the mid-coat turn back towards the BJR Construction finish line. We're going to go Kinsler on your top spot. LeBlanc, Schmidt, 1, 2, 3 is how they'll cross. McGrew's going to grab that 4 spot. We'll leave the track open here for about 15 or 20 minutes if anybody wants to get some laps in. We'll make some noise for Gannon. He crashed over in turn 2. He's back up. He'll be all right. He's got a long weekend of racing ahead of him. That'll do it for racing tonight. Thanks for everybody for coming out. Track will be open for about 15 or 20 minutes. We will see you all tomorrow. National practice passes are available over in registration right now. Parking passes available over in registration right now. Make sure you get those. Beat the line. We will see you all tomorrow and all weekend long.